In southeast Poland, there's a city called Zamość that looks like it came right out of a history book. Nestled in the Lublin Voivodeship, this city is a treasure trove of architectural marvels and historical significance. Founded in the late 16th century by Jan Zamoyski, a Polish nobleman, Zamość was designed to be an ideal Renaissance town. Its unique layout and well-preserved buildings make it a living museum of sorts, where every corner tells a story of its rich past. It's called the Pearl of the Renaissance, and it's full of history, cool buildings, and interesting culture. The city was meticulously planned by the Italian architect Bernardo Morando, who infused it with the spirit of the Renaissance. The colorful facades of the buildings, the intricate details of the architecture, and the harmonious layout all contribute to its nickname. Walking through Zamość feels like stepping into a different era, where art and science were at the forefront of human endeavor. The old part of town tells stories of a long time ago, taking you back to a time of big dreams and amazing architecture. The cobblestone streets, lined with historic buildings, lead you to the heart of the city, the market square. This square is not just a place for commerce, but a social hub where people gather, celebrate, and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere. The town hall, with its grand staircase and clock tower, stands as a testament to the city's glorious past. Let's explore this awesome Polish city. As you wander through the streets, you'll notice the blend of different architectural styles, from Gothic to Baroque, each adding a unique layer to the city's character. The Armenian houses, with their distinct arcades and decorative elements, are a must-see. These houses reflect the multicultural heritage of Zamość, which was home to various ethnic groups, including Armenians, Jews, and Greeks. Zamość isn't just old buildings. It's a real-life example of a time when art, science, and learning were important. The city is home to several museums and educational institutions that offer a glimpse into its intellectual legacy. The Zamość Museum, located in the former arsenal, showcases artifacts and exhibits that narrate the city's history. The Zamoyski Academy, one of the oldest universities in Poland, stands as a symbol of the city's commitment to education and knowledge. The city makes you want to explore its streets and enjoy the feeling. The lively street cafes, bustling markets, and friendly locals create an inviting atmosphere. Whether you're sipping coffee at a quaint cafe or strolling through the park, Zamość offers a perfect blend of relaxation and exploration. The city's vibrant street life is a testament to its enduring charm and appeal. Get ready to be amazed by how history and modern life mix together, where the past meets the present. Zamość is not just a relic of the past. It's a thriving city that embraces modernity while preserving its historical essence. From contemporary art exhibitions to traditional festivals, the city offers a diverse range of experiences. The fusion of old and new is evident in every aspect of life here, making Zamość a truly unique destination. Zamość is so important that it's on the UNESCO World Heritage List. This means it's super special and a great example of Renaissance city planning. Walking through Zamość's old town feels like being on a movie set where every building has a story. The people who built the city wanted a perfect place where beauty and usefulness went together. Zamość shows their dream came true. It's a great example of Renaissance ideas, from its symmetrical design to its strong walls. The center of Zamość is the Great Market Square. This big square, surrounded by colorful houses, has seen a lot of history. Imagine the busy markets, fun festivals, and big parades that happened there. Today, it's still the place to be. People shop, eat, and hang out there. As you walk around, look at the fancy decorations on the buildings. Each one is like a piece of art, telling stories of the past. To understand Zamość, you need to know Jan Zamoyski, the guy who started it all. Jan Zamoyski was not just any nobleman. He was a visionary whose ideas were far ahead of his time. Born in 1542, he grew up in a period of great change and intellectual awakening in Europe. He was a Polish nobleman, a scholar, a politician, and a true Renaissance man. Zamoyski was educated in some of the finest universities in Europe, including the University of Padua in Italy, where he studied law and classical literature. His education and travels exposed him to the latest ideas in art, science, and politics. He traveled all over Europe, learning about art and ideas. His journeys took him to places like Italy, France, and the Netherlands, where he met with scholars, artists, and thinkers. These experiences broadened his horizons and inspired him to bring the best of Renaissance culture back to Poland. In the late 1500s, when things were changing a lot, Zamość had a dream. This was a time of great political and social upheaval, with wars, religious conflicts, and the rise of new powers. Amidst this chaos, Zamość envisioned a city that would stand as a beacon of stability and enlightenment. He wanted to build a perfect city, a Renaissance city full of art, culture, and learning. This city would not only be a center of intellectual and artistic activity, but also a model of urban planning and architecture. Zamość's vision was to create a place where the ideals of the Renaissance could flourish. It would be a place where different cultures and religions lived together peacefully. Zamość believed that diversity was a strength, and he wanted his city to be a melting pot of different traditions and beliefs. This was a revolutionary idea at a time when religious and cultural conflicts were common, and importantly, it would be strong enough to protect Poland. Zamość knew that a city could not thrive without security, so he planned for robust fortifications to defend against any potential threats. His city would be a bastion of safety and prosperity. Zamość's dream was big, but he was ready to make it happen. He gathered the best architects, engineers, and artists to bring his vision to life. With determination and a clear plan, Jan Zamość set out to build Zamość, a city that would embody the spirit of the Renaissance and stand as a testament to his legacy. With the help of a famous Italian architect, Bernardo Mirando, Zamość started building his dream city. This collaboration was not just a simple architectural project. It was a grand vision to create a city that would stand as a testament to Renaissance ideals and human ingenuity. Mirando, with his profound knowledge and expertise, was the perfect choice for this ambitious endeavor. His reputation as a master architect was well known across Europe, and his designs were celebrated for their elegance and functionality. Mirando designed Zamość like the ideal city that Renaissance thinkers talked about. The concept of an ideal city was rooted in the Renaissance pursuit of harmony, order, and beauty. These cities were envisioned as perfect urban spaces where every element was meticulously planned to create a balanced and aesthetically pleasing environment. Zamość was no exception. Its layout was a reflection of these Renaissance principles, aiming to provide not only a functional living space, but also an inspiring and uplifting atmosphere for its inhabitants. The city has straight streets that cross each other, like a grid. This grid pattern was a hallmark of Renaissance urban planning, designed to facilitate easy navigation and efficient movement within the city. The straight streets and right-angle intersections created a sense of order and predictability, making it easier for residents and visitors to find their way around. This design also allowed for better organization of public spaces, markets, and residential areas, contributing to the overall functionality and appeal of the city. This design, based on old Roman cities, was meant to be beautiful and organized. The influence of Roman urban planning was evident in the symmetry and precision of Zamość's layout. Roman cities were known for their well-planned streets, public squares, and impressive architecture, all of which were incorporated into the design of Zamość. By drawing inspiration from these ancient cities, Mirando and Zamość aimed to create a modern urban space that honored the legacy of classical architecture while embracing the innovative spirit of the Renaissance. In the middle was the Great Market Square, the busy center of everything. The Great Market Square was not just a focal point of the city's layout, it was the heart of social, economic, and cultural life in Zamość. This bustling square was where merchants, artisans, and residents gathered to trade goods, share news, and celebrate community events. Its central location made it easily accessible from all parts of the city, reinforcing its role as the vibrant hub of urban activity. Around the square were fancy palaces, nice houses, and important buildings, all built in a mix of Italian and Central European styles. These buildings showcase the architectural diversity and cultural richness of Zamość. The palaces and houses were adorned with intricate details and elegant facades, reflecting the artistic influences of both Italian and Central European traditions. This blend of styles created a unique and visually stunning urban landscape, making Zamość a true masterpiece of Renaissance city planning. Zamość knew beauty wasn't enough. His city needed to be strong. Morando designed strong walls, ramparts, and moats to protect Zamość. These defenses worked well, making Zamość known as a very safe place. But Zamość wasn't just strong, it was also welcoming. Zamość believed in religious freedom, so people of different religions lived there together, creating a diverse and interesting city. Our tour starts in the center of Zamość, the Great Market Square. Imagine a big, open space with colorful houses all around. These buildings are like storybooks, telling tales of rich merchants and busy markets. You can almost hear the horses and carriages, the people selling things, and kids playing. Today, the square is still lively, a place where people relax, drink coffee, and enjoy the beautiful buildings. Look at how symmetrical the square is, a perfect example of Renaissance ideas. Each building is unique, but they all fit together perfectly. This makes the square look balanced and beautiful. The buildings mix Italian Renaissance, Polish mannerism, and Central European styles. Look up at the fancy decorations, the carvings, and the colorful walls. They all tell stories of the city's past. At one end of the square is the Zamość Town Hall, a beautiful building that looks like it belongs in Italy. Its grand staircase and arcade are impressive. Imagine the important meetings that happened inside. The clock tower, with its shiny eagle on top, has seen a lot of history. As you look at the town hall, imagine the sounds of the past merchants making deals and music from celebrations. Zamość isn't just old buildings, it's a lively city. Explore the small streets of the old town. You'll see a different side of Zamość, where people live their everyday lives. Look into courtyards with flowers, smell the fresh bread from bakeries, and listen to the sounds of the city. The people of Zamość are proud of their city. Talk to them, and they'll tell you interesting stories. Zamość has lots of festivals and events. One is the Zamość Theatre Summer, with outdoor plays in the Great Market Square. History lovers will enjoy the Zamość historical reenactment, where people dress up in old costumes and recreate the city's past. These events show how much Zamość values its history. To really know Zamość, visit its museums. The Zamość Museum tells the story of the city's past with old objects and pictures. Visit the arsenal to see cannons, guns and armor, and imagine the city's soldiers getting ready for battle. You'll see that Zamość's beauty isn't just in its buildings, but also in its people, who are proud of their history. Hundreds of years later, Zamość is still here, showing how powerful Zamość's dream was. The city has survived wars and changes, but it's still a Renaissance city. You can almost feel the past as you walk its streets. Zamość's history isn't just in museums, it's part of everyday life. The Renaissance spirit is still alive in Zamość. Today, Zamość has a new challenge: how to protect its history while welcoming tourists. Lots of people visit Zamość to see its beautiful buildings and experience the past. This is good for the city, but it's also important to protect its history. The city leaders and UNESCO are working hard to keep Zamość special for the future. Zamość isn't just a museum, it's a real city. The people who live there keep its history alive. Buy bread from a local bakery, and it might be made with an old recipe. Go to a concert in a historic building, and you'll hear echoes of the past. Talk to the people of Zamość and they'll tell you their stories. Zamość is special because it's both historic and modern. Zamość, the pearl of the Renaissance, is a special place. It shows how creative and visionary people can be. From its streets to its buildings, Zamość tells stories of a time when art and culture were important. It's a living city, full of history and the spirit of its people. We hope you want to visit Zamość now. It's a city that makes you want to explore and learn. Come walk its streets, see its beautiful buildings, and experience this amazing Polish city. Zamość is waiting for you.